Predestination 2014 is directed by the Spierig brothers, acted by Ethan Hawke and Sarah Snook. Well, there are other actors, but I just prefer to mention the most frequent and popular ones in this movie, Predestination 2014. So, this movie started out, we've seen this girl, this baby being dropped out at an orphanage. Then she grows up, she's this smart kid who is good in maths, good in science, physics and everything. She's like the excellent student in the orphanage. But you know, with they don't really get adopted by parents and stuff because they think they know too much and all that. So this girl was aspiring to be an astronaut, a female astronaut. It was wicked. I'm like, yo, this girl can really do it if she really tries. Then she goes to apply for this space program. Then she was topping the trials. She was just passing flying colors and all that. But she went into a fight and she got demoted from the trial. So she went to live her life like a woman, you know, being a housekeeper, marrying and all that. Then this is where the real action begins. Okay, now listen to this. The girl was dropped out of this trial, this space program trial thing. Then she meets this guy in one of her lecture classes. She meets the guy and they both fell in love. Now the guy, you know, dated her for some few months and gave birth, and he had her pregnant. So the guy mysteriously vanished. And this girl has us to go through pregnancy, labor and all that. Now she gave birth to a girl, right? And she names the girl after herself, Jane. About maybe 24 hours later, this girl got, the baby just got vanished. I'm like, yo, where's the baby go to? So this is where the real story begins, right? The doctors found out that girl, the one from the orphanage who is called Jane, right? She is, I won't say an hermaphrodite, but she has this male trait also in her with a dick and everything. So they had to turn her from a girl to a man. I hope you guys understand what I mean. You know, she's a woman who gave birth to a baby, and after her pregnancy and the labor and everything, gave birth to the baby, named the girl Jane. They just had to turn her into a man. So look at this thing. You were a woman, you gave birth to a kid, now you're a man, and then you have to take care of the same kid. So it's like two parents who are the same sex taking care of the same baby, but now the baby is missing. So this girl Jane has to change her appearance and herself, name herself John. Now he's a man, so he's called John, right? So he's now learning how to be a man and all that. He went into a restaurant, right? Then he meets Ethan. Now Ethan is a bartender, right? But he works for this special agency. He's a temporal agent, and they specialize in, you know, this time warp, this time loop and all that. So when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, okay, so this is going to be a sick paradox. Because, you know, time loop, they'll tell you should go back in time, this blah 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 and all that. To me, it was just boring. I'm like, you guys just stick to the action. Let me just see what's gonna happen. Then we see Jane, who is now John, telling the bartender, that's Ethan, her life and all that. At first he was a girl, he became a man, and his daughter is missing, blah blah and all that. Then Ethan says, okay, what if I can help you go and kill the man who impregnated you when you were a girl? I'm like, yo, relax. Is he really serious? Like, I just meet a stranger in a bar and I willing to help the stranger with no strings attached. Like, yo, Jane, John, they need to think through. But John's like, okay, fine, let's go. So I really want to kill the person. Then John goes back to the past. But unfortunately, when he went, he was going to kill the guy that impregnated her as a girl in the past. But when he gets there, he realizes that the girl, the person he was going to meet is the same person. Okay, let me say this way. Let me use this way, like an illustration. I go back to the past to kill someone, but when I got there, I realized that I'm the person I'm going to kill. Like, it's myself I'm going to kill because I met myself when I was a girl in the past. Hope you understand. So me, John, now I met myself as Jane when I was in the past. So I, John, dated Jane, who is the same person. Just that Jane is now a boy. So John is now dating Jane, the same person, and they both have a relationship and they give birth to the same person. John, Jane gave birth to Jane. That means this girl has no past or no future. Yeah, I think that's how it is. Because if I'll travel back in the past and sleep with myself and give birth to myself, that means I have no past, I have no future. Damn, I like paradox movie. Like, this movie is sick. I like this movie just because of the going back and impregnating yourself and give it. That's why I like the movie. The prologue and the ending, Charlie, it doesn't really matter to me. The end, they're going back to the past and they're coming back to give birth to yourself. Is just what is. See, I watched that side I think 5 times because it was nice to me. Like, okay, I wish that was my life, but Charlie, we are here coming to, So, Ethan has to also go back to the past to stop this fizzle bomber, this nuclear bomber. He's going to destroy lives of about 700 people in New York City. So he goes there, drop John off, then goes to continue his mission. And when he also gets there, he realizes that he can't quite kill that guy because he has tried over 3 times. He still can't kill the fizzle bomber. We're like, okay. So he started doing his voice notes to help John on his way back from the past to the future, right? So when he couldn't stop the fizzle bomber, he has to go back to the past and get John and bring him back to the future. That's their headquarters. So they went there and John was like, okay, he has to understand this. Why is it that he went back to the past and slept with himself when he was a girl and gave birth to himself? So where did the baby go? So now that was the main topic. Where did the baby go? Not knowing, Ethan was the one who stole the baby from the hospital and took the baby to the orphanage again. So it's like Ethan is the whole, let's say, the orchestrator of the cycle. He's the one keeping Jane or John in the same loop, being raised from the hospital, goes up, gives birth, changes to a man, comes back, then he meets again, take him to the hospital and all that. Ethan is the orchestrator, and it's like John is the, should I say, the experiment or the specimen of that infinite loop. I hate paradox. So, getting to the end is you realize that no, wait. If Ethan says he's in love with Jane, and Jane is the same John, would that mean John and Ethan are the same people? Because getting to the ending, we see that the fizzle bomber got his face smashed and he had to do a plastic surgery to change his face. So what if the guy before that face was John, who was a fizzle bomber, and when the bomb smashed his face, he changed his face and now he's looking like Ethan? I watched the movie 3 times and I still don't quite put a face to it. Is Ethan the same as John? That will make this whole thing a loop within a loop. Okay guys, thank you guys for watching. If you really want to understand the movie, please go watch it and come back to me and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, okay? Please subscribe to this channel, send this channel to your friends and family, and let's go this community together. Once again, it's your boy Kojo Reviews, and I'll see you guys another time. Stay tuned.